What's up, everybody? GeauxBurns, excited to do a trailer breakdown for Batman, the Telltale series, Realm of Shadows, which is going to be the first of 5 episodes coming to several consoles August 2nd, 2016, just a few weeks away from episode 1, Realm of Shadows. It's going to be on a PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and according to Polygon, each episode is going to cost roughly $5 US, or you can get the season pass, which covers all 5 episodes for $25. Or, if you're patient and you want to wait for the disc to come out, you can get that on September 13th. Now, the way the season pass disc is going to work is it's going to come out a month later, September 13th, but it's going to cost you $30 for the disc, and you're not going to be able to get all the episodes at once. It's just that whenever a new episode becomes available, like maybe it'll come with 2 episodes, episode 1 and 2, maybe if you're lucky. But whenever episode 3, 4, and 5 unlock, you'll be able to download it, similar to a DLC. So that is the price tags regarding Batman, the Telltale series. 5 episodes total. The first episode, Realm of Shadow, is coming August 2nd, just a few weeks from now. And yes, I'm definitely going to be let's playing the hell out of that. All right, so let's get to the trailer, shall we? It opens with a beautiful image of the Gotham skyline at night with a full moon, a chopper flying by. Obviously, this is Wayne Tower. And by the way, if you want to check out the trailer yourself, it is linked below in the description section. So next we move on to Wayne Manor. Obviously, young Bruce Wayne has been out tussling with the underbelly of society, wearing the cape and cowl. And Alfred is obviously very concerned about Bruce's well-being. And I think that there's going to be a lot of Batman Year One vibe here from what I gathered from the trailer. We'll talk about that more in a minute. So yeah, Bruce is bruised up, banged up, scratched, cut from his encounters with thugs, pummeling them, trying to make Gotham a better place. And, Alfred, who's over here walking towards Bruce, who's by the fireplace, is telling him that he doesn't have to just be Batman. He can also save Gotham by being Bruce Wayne as well. So that's Alfred's concern. He doesn't want Bruce's legacy to be the tombstones of his parents, Martha and Thomas Wayne. And here we get a good real image of the Batcave. I mean, it looks beautiful. Over here, hell yeah, we got the Batmobile. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to drive the Batmobile. It'll just probably be featured in cutscenes. But then again, it'd be cool if we did, but I seriously doubt it. And of course, you have the Bat computer right there. We're going to get a closer shot of that with Bruce walking up to the Bat computer. And it's, doing what it does, keeping an eye out for crime, doing lab reports. And right here, it looks like the Bat suit, or part of the Bat suit, or maybe even a Bat suit prototype Bruce is working on. And an up-close image of Bruce Wayne. And a lot of people are jokingly comparing him to Archer. It's Bruce Archer. And this is a cool image that comes up really quick on the screen. He flashes and you see him as Batman. And I think it has a theme there, the duality of Bruce Wayne, struggling to decide who he is. Is he Bruce Wayne or is he Batman? And that's something that Bruce has always had an issue with, is like, who is the real Bruce Wayne? Is this the mask, or is the cape and cowl the mask? As he, goes about his quest to try and make Gotham a safer place. Now, the next image is very interesting. The future home of Thomas and Martha Wayne. Now, I don't know if this is a flashback, and there's obviously probably more to this sign, so it could be like a hospital or something currently under construction. But in the background, you can see it looks like an old cathedral. That definitely looks like an old-style Gothic church. I don't think that's Wayne Manor. It looks too much like a church to be Wayne Manor. But anyways, you see some pipes, you see some construction work right here, some different things going on, which indicates that there's some sort of construction happening, whether this was in the past or this was something that Thomas and Wayne were going to build before they were murdered. I don't know. Then again, this could be a project that Bruce Wayne is spearheading, and he's just honoring his parents' name by including it in whatever this happens to be. Now, this could be a cathedral, or it could very well be Arkham Asylum. I don't know which is which, but to be honest, it looks more like a cathedral. Then again, there could be a church built inside of Arkham Asylum. So the truth is, I really don't know what this facility is, whether it's an old church, Arkham Asylum, but I definitely don't think it's Wayne Manor. Next, of course, is poor Pat Downey, a security guard working the night, and obviously he is sleeping for the rest of his days. And of course, there's some goons coming in, and they're up to no good, obviously, wearing very interesting body armor and masks. We'll get a better look at the masks in just a minute. And of course, we see the city seal, the city of Gotham, founded in 1820. Now, what are these goons up to? Who are they working for? That is one of the many mysteries hopefully we'll figure out in episode 1 of Batman the Telltale series, coming in August, in 2 weeks from now. August 2nd, Realm of Shadows. And of course, they're breaking inside, and you see a sign that says, "Re-elect Mayor Hill, Gotham's honest son." And I think this is City Hall that they're breaking into. I could be wrong about that, but I think they're sneaking into City Hall for some reason. They're obviously up to something. And this gives you a really good look at the mask that this goon is wearing. Now, the question is that, a henchman for one of the villains that's going to be in the game? Or is this like maybe it's a Black Mask villain? I don't know. It could be a Two-Face villain. We'll talk about that in a minute. Or it could be Bane. I mean, there's a lot of mystery there as opposed to what the skull face indicates. Or it could be a completely different villain in Batman's rogues gallery. Or these could just be thugs that are just trying to look really tough and intimidating. Obviously got the mask on, the body armor. Obviously they've heard rumors of the Dark Knight. And I guess that's the reason why they're prepared. But he looks kind of terrified. He does not look happy about something heading towards him. And of course, it's Batman flying in to take out the goons within City Hall. So that is going to be really cool to play as both Batman and Bruce Wayne. The next scene, of course, is a really good shot of the Batmobile zooming down the streets of Gotham. And once again, I don't think we're going to be able to drive the Batmobile. I do think it'll probably be included in a lot of the cutscenes in the game. So it's just cool to see what the Batmobile is going to look like in episode 1 of Batman Telltale series, as Batman speeds off into the night to save the city from crime and villainy. Next scene is, of course, another candidate, another politician besides Mayor Hill, Harvey Dent. Yes, he is also running for mayor. So it's interesting. You got Hill versus Dent. So I'm guessing at this point in time, Harvey Dent is already DA of Gotham. But now he's wanting to take it a step further. He doesn't want to be DA anymore. He doesn't like what Hill's been doing, from what I'm guessing. Just my theory. And he thinks he can do a better job as mayor. And obviously, because Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent go way back, Bruce Wayne is going to probably support Harvey Dent over Hill. And so here's Dent giving a speech. And Dent is a huge guy. He is massive. We'll get a good size comparison of him standing right beside Bruce in just a moment. But he's big, he's confident, kind of cocky, and obviously you have a duality issue with Harvey Dent as well. Now, obviously he's not Two-Face yet, and I don't know if he's going to become Two-Face in the Batman Telltale series, but he may. Somewhere down the road, you may see him transform into Two-Face. But there's a lot of people out there that believe that Harvey Dent was always Two-Face, that he always had this struggle, just like Batman and Bruce have a duopoly. So does, Harv and Big Bad Harv. He just hasn't had his, face deformed yet. So one thing I gotta say is, yes, Harvey Dent's always had kind of an attitude problem, a temper, which results in, his other persona of Big Bad Harv. So anyways, here's a scene of Batman jumping down on top of a building. A really cool shot of him doing the, Batman pose after he's landed. And of course, up close shot of Batman's cowl. Obviously, he's got the night vision on, or detective vision. Very good detail by Telltale. Definitely looks like a Telltale game. I've never played a Telltale game before. I've seen some Telltale Let's Plays. So it definitely has a Telltale vibe to it. And of course, another image back at the Harvey Dent campaign party. You have Harvey Dent to the left, Bruce Wayne to the right. You can see the size difference already, but we'll get a better image in a moment. And who is holding this glass of champagne? It is Vicky Vale. That's right, the reporter Vicky Vale, who isn't always the same. Like in the Tim Burton Batman film, played by Kim Basinger, she was blonde, and I think the Batman versus Dracula movie, she was a redhead, and in Batman Arkham Knight, she was a blonde once again. So Vicky Vale, just dyes her hair, changes her look whenever she feels like it. So she's asking a lot of questions to Harvey Dent, about his mayoral campaign and, being, the typical kind of reporter that she is. And here you get the size differential between Harvey and Bruce. I mean, Bruce is in pretty good shape, but just look at how big Harvey is by comparison. I mean, I've never seen that before. The size of Harvey actually being bigger than Bruce. Sometimes you actually see Bruce as being a little bit bigger than Harvey, even though Harvey's always been kind of a big guy in the comics. But in Batman the Animated Series, Bruce was always a little bit bigger looking than Harvey Dent. But anyway, so obviously these three are having a nice little discussion, Vicky, Harvey, and Bruce. Then, of course, later on, Vicky meets up with Bruce, along the river, I believe, and with the Gotham skyline, looks like it's about to be dawn, or maybe the sun's about to set over the skyline. And, I mean, that could very well possibly be the case, as it's, setting. And Bruce has agreed to meet with Vicky because Vicky's concerned about, I guess, campaign contributions being made to Harvey Dent by criminal elements that we're going to get into right now. Well, first off, another good image of Vicky Vale, and she's going to play a pivotal role in this game, and hopefully all 5 episodes. So you got Troy Baker. He's voicing Bruce in Batman. You also have Selena Kyle, a.k.a. Catwoman. We'll see some of her in a moment. And Harvey Dent, Vicky Vale, Alfred, Lieutenant James Gordon, and another guy, yes, Carmine Falcone, right there along with his henchmen. And this, once again, gives me a Batman Year One vibe, introducing Carmine Falcone. And, of course, Batman Begins, one of the best Batman movies in my opinion. The Dark Knight a close second. Batman Begins, took a lot from Batman Year One in that movie. So anyways, Carmine Falcone, and I believe him and his henchmen are in Wayne Manor. Sorry. So you got Bruce Wayne back there, and you have Carmine in the foreground with Bruce in the background along with a henchman. And this is why I believe this is Wayne Manor, because in the background you have an image of Thomas, Martha, and young Bruce. Obviously, happier times for Bruce before his parents were gunned down. So I think that Carmine, his goons, came to pay Bruce a little visit regarding Harvey Dent. And basically, Carmine Falcone offers to help financially with the Harvey Dent campaign, that he can make Harvey Dent mayor, or, he could be an enemy. He can do what he can to stop him from being mayor. And this may be one of the choices you have to make as Bruce Wayne. Do you get in bed with Carmine Falcone in order to help Harvey Dent? And that's one thing I really like about the Telltale series, is that we're going to have options and consequences for those options. So hopefully we'll have several choices we can take along the path of Realm of Shadows, Episode 1 of Batman, the Telltale series, coming August 2nd. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out between Bruce and Carmine Falcone. Next, of course, is another scene at this gala regarding Harvey Dent. He's speaking before a crowd of supporters, obviously, and of course, we'll back up real quick. Hold on. Okay, so once again, you see all these supporters below, and, once again, Harvey Dent giving a speech, and, he's making his pitch, his bid to be mayor of Gotham, to unseat Hill. Then, of course, another up-close image of this photo of Thomas, Martha, and young Bruce Wayne. And there's a lot of scenes, obviously, they interwove together, so that's just what's going on here. It's the same scene we saw a moment ago with Carmine and Bruce, but it's just a closer shot of this portrait of Thomas, Martha, and young Bruce. Okay, so here it is, Gotham City Hall, and this, I think, happens after the events earlier in the trailer, where you had the goons show up, they killed poor Pat Downey, and they obviously end up tangling with Batman, which means we'll be able to actually fight in this Telltale game. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a quick time event type of thing where you have to mash buttons at a certain time. I don't know how that's going to work exactly. Probably not like in the Batman Arkham games, because I think the focus here is going to be about choices and detective work, and fighting's not exactly going to be the top pillar or appeal of this game. But you'll still be able to fight as Batman, but I think it's going to be way different than what you're expecting from a Batman Arkham game. So anyways, to the right, we see a hand with a brown trench coat, and if you're guessing that's Jim Gordon, well, you're absolutely right. Lieutenant Jim Gordon. Another example of this being Batman Year One vibing to me. So he sees the aftermath of what took place at City Hall. Poor dead Pat Downey, the security guard who had no chance whatsoever against those mysterious thugs. And a theory I have right now from watching the trailer and going over this breakdown is this. I think those thugs are possibly working for Harvey Dent in order to undermine Hill. Now, I don't like that theory because I believe that it's better to have Harvey Dent as a good guy until he becomes twisted and, physically scarred and becomes Two-Face. But then again, maybe, just maybe, the angle that Telltale is going with is that technically Harvey Dent has always had this struggle between his good side and his bad side. And maybe his bad side's winning in his desperation to become the next mayor of Gotham. Okay, and here's an up-close shot of Bruce having a conversation. I think Alfred's in the background, talking about how his father despised men like Carmine Falcone and how no one can stop Carmine Falcone because he's like the godfather of Gotham. But Bruce says, you know what, I'm going to try. Because, I think I can take him down. I'm going to put on the cape and cowl, and I'm going to take down Carmine Falcone. And, of course, really cool shot going back to the night at the City Hall. Obviously, where Mayor Hill is, and Batman's coming to take on these goons that have stormed City Hall. And for whatever rhyme or reason, they're obviously trying to break into something, trying to get some information, maybe even some dirt on Mayor Hill, and Batman's just trying to stop these thugs and figure out what the hell are they up to. And here's a really cool shot up close of one of the thugs, obviously wearing the body armor, gun, and interesting face paint on the mask. Then, of course, Batman up close and fighting some more thugs. Now, these look like Carmine Falcone thugs. So, obviously, two sets of different types of thugs you'll be fighting as Batman. So, I think these are goons that Batman is fighting who are, enforcers, thugs for Carmine Falcone. I could be wrong about that. And a moment ago, he was fighting some other guys, those armored up guys with the helmets and the face paint. So two different factions here. Maybe they're working together. Maybe they each got different angles going on. And a really cool shot here of Bruce Archer, Bruce Wayne. And let's see, the skyline looks really cool. Looks like there's some construction going on here. So maybe it's a building that, Wayne Industries is building or something. I don't know, but it's a cool shot of Bruce Wayne probably overlooking the city that he's trying to save. And of course, the next image is a cool shot of him walking towards the bat suit. And I believe this is once again back in the Batcave, obviously. So we get a good image of what the bat suit is going to look like. Very iconic. Definitely has a Batman vibe to this suit. And of course, a shot of Jim Gordon, Bruce Wayne, up here with Elect Harvey Dent sign up in the back on that building. Now, I think that if they're going with the Batman Year One angle, Jim Gordon is probably out to stop a lot of people. Carmine Falcone, criminals, but he probably also sees Batman as a criminal as well. So that's probably going to be his concern because he considers like the city of Gotham just, one big crime going on. It's nothing but crime in the city of Gotham. Then, of course, look at this. Look at that lovely hand. I wonder who that belongs to. The claws? Interesting. Oh, it looks like Miss Selina Kyle is taking a quick route up an elevator. And, of course, Batman's waiting for her on top of the roof with, I think, a Harvey Dent sign in the background. He's got his big old giant Gatling gun right there. It looks really cool. It looks really fearsome right here. And, of course, he fires it towards Selina Kyle. And, of course, she pulls out her whip and, bam, she deals it. See, boom, boom, boom. She's like, I'm going to take out your grappling hook. I mean, it could be two different scenes. That happens in trailers for movies and TV shows, so these two scenes may not be connected, but I still think it's kind of funny. But anyways, we have a very good look at Selina Kyle, a.k.a. Catwoman, and I definitely like this look. It reminds me of the look that Catwoman has in Batman Arkham City as well as Batman Arkham Knight. And there's a little bit of differences, obviously, but overall, I really do like the look of Catwoman, and it looks like something that you could actually make, not something like over the top like Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. This looks more practical than that Catwoman suit. And then, of course, Bruce Wayne on the streets of Gotham. And obviously, that's one thing I really enjoy about the idea of this game, Batman Telltale series, is the fact you're going to be spending some of your time as Bruce and some of your time as Batman. So, obviously, this looks like, I guess a poor guy on the street, homeless. And he's warning Bruce about some sort of revolution that's coming. Something is going to happen in Gotham. And apparently, that's the talk on the street. And he's, warning Bruce about, be careful that you're on the right side when it does happen, because if you're on the wrong side, bad things are going to happen to you. And of course, another image of their, conversation, showing it over the shoulder of this homeless guy. I don't know who the homeless guy is. Maybe he's going to turn out to be a major character. Maybe not. And of course, Batman charging on top of a rooftop. And I think in this scene, he's actually being pursued by the GCPD because he's being chased by a helicopter. You see the light, the spotlight, and so it just goes back to the whole idea that this is based a lot on Batman Year One, where he's still considered to be a criminal. He's a vigilante. He's just as bad as the people he goes after, according to the police and Jim Gordon. And of course, another cool shot of Batman diving down the building with a helicopter just above him. And I believe that that's probably a Gotham police helicopter, obviously pursuing him, trying to bring him to justice, because they see him as a criminal as well, even if he's trying to do good. And of course, Batman landing on top of the building, once again with the Gotham skyline behind him, a full moon, Wayne Tower. It's a very beautiful night here in the city of Gotham. And one more image. You got Alfred in the back, and you got Bruce all dressed up, ready to get out on the night on the town in order to save the city, as he says. So he's trying to save the city as Bruce Wayne, and he's trying to save the city as Batman. And that's what you're going to be doing in Batman, the Telltale series, which is coming August 2nd, Episode 1, Realm of Fear, available for download in 2 weeks from now on several platforms: PC, Mac, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Xbox 360. This is going to be a lot of fun. And once again, if you want to wait till September 13th, you can also get the Season Pass disc. And the prices, once more, for the Season Pass, it is $25. For the disc, it is $30. And for each episode, it'll be $5. Batman, the Telltale series, Episode 1, Realm of Shadows, is coming August 2nd.